what the is this? What the, you wearing, bro? Is tacky? How does it compare with this? Now we're not gonna do that. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Rose, vanilla, patchouli, oud. It is decadent. It is deep. It is dark. It is so good, crazy, like bastard money good.
That night I said I was recording late. I wasn't recording late. I was just smoking, chilling, had a couple drinks.
Hello, fabulous humans. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then hello, how you doing? Welcome. You have just slipped into the most fabulous place on YouTube, and I'm so happy to have you here. Well, now that I have you here, before you get relaxed, you get all comfortable, there's a couple of things you need to do. You need to subscribe to the channel, become part of the Glitter and Glam Squad so we can shine together. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will always be notified when I upload a new video. And while you're at it, hit the thumbs up button so YouTube knows the little old me, I need a little shiny, 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 yeah. Ooh, all it is wins in these YouTube streets, okay? If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you, and you. Thank you. Today's video is all about the scent profile that Quentin Beach created. So this is Guidance versus Guidance 46 versus Impadia. And then I went ahead and threw in Purpose 50 and Prodigy by Mind Games. So if you have been debating on which one to get, or you already have some, but you want to know if you need to add more to it, then go grab yourself a cool drink because it's hot where you're at, and come right back and let's battle it out, and let's see if it's Guidance 46, Impadia. Which one do you need to get? Purpose 50, Prodigy, like, and come right back and let's get into some things. Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes, high heels on my tippies, Valentino puffer gloss that's on my lippy, cup me vitamin. This is in the shade In Her Glowing Era, and I've been loving it, and that's what I have on with, of course, MAC's Chestnut Lip Pencil. So now let's get into the battle. This is the battle, okay? And the first one that I'm going to reach for is the newest one that the girls are talking about. So how does this compare to the OG Guidance? So we're going to talk about Impadia. So I already did a video on Impadia, but I'm like, let's do a deep dive and do a battle and see how it really compares to the other fragrances. So this is Impadia from the house of BDK. I have a mini dent here. Impadia is listed as a woody citrus rose oud sweet vanilla white floral fruity warm spicy powdery fragrance. And in here you get pear, bergamot, and mandarin. In the middle note you get Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, African orange flower, and in the base you get akigaya wood, vanilla absolute, and sandalwood. I love it. I love it. I really do love the fragrance. However, when it came, it didn't smell unique to me. It smelled like it was giving me a lighter version of this, lighter version of that, and just a combo of everything. Does that mean that the fragrance is not good? No, this fragrance is good. I have a mini dent. When I put a dent is something, because my collection. I have a haul video coming soon. They're supposed to be on the no buy. But when it came, I found myself reaching for it a lot more because the weather was getting hot. And personally, although I wear my fragrance whenever I want to wear, I just feel like in Texas, Guidance might be a little But however, this fragrance is great. But I do think it's redundant. Did we need it? No, but now that I have it, I'm like, I love it. So I guess we did need it because I do like Impadia, and I've been using her. Juicy, floral, fruity bomb, and I think it's good. How does it compare to the OG Guidance? Let's start there. Guidance is just that girl. It took me a while. Like, I was like deep into Guidance. My Guidance is like 50% gone. Should have been more. So in here, I'm getting the pear and the hazelnut. You know how Guidance goes. So in Guidance, you get pear, hazelnut, and olibanum at the top. Middle notes, you get osmanthus, rose, saffron, and jasmine sandbag. And in the base, you get sandalwood, vanilla, akigaya wood, ambergris, and labdanum. I think that the notes are like this. However, I think his name is Jorge Fernandez. He did this, and this is Quentin Beach. But they're both signed to the same company. So I think they're brothers, okay? So Putting this on right out the bed, I can tell you this is fruitier, it's juicier, and it's easy to wear. Everybody's gonna love this, but not everybody's gonna love Guidance, and Guidance is very polarizing. Personally, the first time I smelled Guidance, I did not love Guidance. It wasn't the love at first sniff, but it became my signature scent. I couldn't go out without wearing it. I got massive compliments with it. So this is like the perfume, this is toilet, that's what it's given. I don't see BDK doing an extra version for Impadia, because I feel like if they do, they will end up at Guidance. They might. Now, how does it compare to Guidance 46? For me, Guidance 46, it is so much better than Guidance. Like, so much better. This thing right here has the of the 80s inside. It is so elevated. It is so beautiful. In here, you get the same things as Guidance. However, you get pink pepper in here. There's frankincense in here. You get cypriol oil, Georgia wood, and ambrette in here. Those are the things that I'm seeing, and rose water that makes it different. So that's why this one doesn't, this one, you know what, we're gonna rank them and see which one's the best. This is so stunning. However, I do think that Impadia has elements of Guidance 46 in it as well. I think that it smells closer to the OG Guidance, this one, than the 46. For me, it's a closer match to Guidance than the Guidance 46. But if you own Guidance and you own Guidance 46, do you need Impadia? Honestly, I don't think so. But Impadia is fruity. If you own the KALI Majestic Fleur Majesty one, you absolutely do not need Impadia at that point. Now, another fragrance that it compares to me personally is Prodigy by Mind Games. In Prodigy, you get rose, bergamot, cardamom at the top, longoza and patchouli in the middle, vanilla, blonde woods, and sandalwood at the base. So for me, this smells very close to Impadia, but let me tell you something. This is giving Impadia all the perfume. This, you get the rose and vanilla, and patchouli is heavy. So this smells like Impadia, which makes me feel like, honestly, the battle is all about preference, because Impadia also smells like Delina Exclusif. So if you love the scent profile of Delina Exclusif, this is deeper and darker. So it's like Delina Exclusif extract. You get this. So personally, I feel like these brands are all playing with us. They're giving us the same thing in different fonts. Now, when it comes to Purpose 50, this to me does not smell like Impadia. This smells like Guidance 46 extract. So I keep saying, if you get Guidance 46, whatever thing Quentin put in Guidance to get it to 46, if you keep adding that stuff and you get 47, 48, 49, bam, you get to 50 and you get this. So for me, this one is way off from Impadia. It does not smell like Impadia at all. Well, like they have something in there that makes you feel like, you get what I mean? But this to me, when I used Guidance 46, my husband thought I was using Purpose 50. These are really close. I feel like these are the two that you probably don't need. If you love more feminine fragrances, I think this is the way to go. If you're a man or you love masculine leaning, then Purpose 50. But when I tell you, Purpose 50 to me is a stellar fragrance. It smells like sick. It is great. It is amazing. But it does not smell like Impadia. So now the final comparison is, how does it compare to Delina? The iconic Delina by Parfums de Mali. Now with this one, rhubarb, lychee. Personally, I don't think they're super close. I think they're different enough to own both. But Delina is that girl. As I put Delina on, it does smell similar. It does smell similar. It does smell similar. So now we're about to rank the battle of Quentin, but this is not a Quentin fragrance. So how does this compare to all of the fragrances? Which one do I think is better, and which one do you need to buy? Like this or that? And we're going to start. So do you need to get Impadia, or you get the OG Guidance? For this two, I think it all boils down to your preference. If you love something more challenging and polarizing and complex, and you want to really turn heads and have people asking you and chasing you down, like, what do you have on? Like, I know you smell nice, but today you smell incredible. then you need to go with Guidance. If you don't like Guidance, if Guidance was a fragrance that you could not get the hype, all the girls are saying, oh my gosh, and you smelt it and you're like, what the is this? What you wearing, bro? Is tacky? Then Impadia is the way to go. Impadia is easy to wear, it is juicy, it is fruity, it is floral, and honestly, if we didn't have all these fragrances out here, Impadia would be the fragrance, like it would be like the fragrance of the year. But because we have so many fragrances, it feels like it's redundant. If you don't like Guidance, you would love Impadia. If you love Guidance, you would love Impadia. But if you own too many of the scent profile, then for you, you're like, do I need it? But honestly, it is a gorgeous fragrance. So with this too, it's all about your preference. If you love juicy, fruity stuff, this is the way to go. However, if you love stuff that is more complex, you want complement, like your sole purpose is to break necks, then I will go with Guidance. Personally, if I had to pick, I would probably want to pick Guidance because Guidance was that girl. Now, the second battle is how it compares to Guidance 46. Straight out the bat, I would tell you Guidance 46 is way better. It's a superior fragrance. And to me, it's not even which one, if you like this, if you like this is not complex. No, straight up 46. 46 any day, anytime. And 46 to me is one of my favorite fragrances. So if you're debating between these two, which one to get, I would say the only time you like they will be in the same category is budget, because this is significantly cheaper. You might be able to get like a 10% off, but this is I think it's 250. However, this retails for 520, but now it pops out on discounted, so you may be able to see for 350, 400. I will link the cheapest I can find it. But if I were to put Impadia versus Guidance 46, Guidance 46 is the winner any day, anytime. Now, the next battle Impadia is gonna face is Delina, the OG. Now, with this one, I think this one is all about preference. But for me, if I were to pick, which one am I gonna pick? Delina. Definitely Delina. The rhubarb, the lychee, the incense in here. Delina is iconic. Delina birthed all this, okay? Delina is the one that kicked it all off. She is the reason why there's even Guidance to start with. Nothing comes close to Delina. So for me, Delina will still win. However, if you can't get with Delina either, the rhubarb lychee thing with the incense was too much, and you prefer Delina Exclusif, I think you would like this. You would like this. So right now, it feels like Impadia is losing. I really like Impadia, but she's losing the battle. Who's she gonna win against? Now, the next battle for Impadia is with Prodigy by Mind Games. I think this is the one that is pretty close because honestly, this too comes down to preference, price and preference. This is for $475. You know what? Impadia is going to win the battle. This is juicy. It is floral. It's so good. Here, you're getting more intense. So if you love intense, you're a patch hoe like I am to the core. You know, a really patch hoe, you would love Prodigy because Prodigy is rose, vanilla, patchouli, oud. It is decadent. It is deep. It is dark. It is so good. Impadia is juicy. She's fun. She's fruity, floral goodness. So this two to me is a tie. If I had to pick one, honestly, it depends on my mood. It depends on my mood. If I were to buy one today, I will pick Impadia because Impadia is cheaper. And this one, Mind Games tried it because I think it's overpriced. Personally, I think it's overpriced. However, if I'm going straight off with the juice, because I like the deep, because I love the deep dark stuff, I am leaning towards okay, I think that Prodigy is more potent, and based off of the juice, I think Prodigy. Summertime, Impadia wins. Fall, spring, winter, I think Prodigy wins. But if I had to pick, I would lean towards Prodigy because I feel like Prodigy smells like the more intense and mature fragrance. Now, how does it pair with Purpose 50? I think there's no comparison because they don't smell alike. Honestly, this is the most superior fragrance to me. This is sick. It is crazy, like bastard money good. And they don't smell similar. I think this is more of a Guidance fragrance, although this smells like Guidance, but this is heavy on all those olibanum things that makes Guidance iconic, like the olibanum labdanum. I think is more in here, and this is a better fragrance. If you smell it, you smell Guidance in here. So personally, if I were to, it's not a match to me. It is not a match. Purpose 50 reigns supreme and is a better fragrance. The last comparison, this is a newbie that will be featured in my haul video. Believe it or not, I never had Exclusif, and it was, when I smelled both of them, I preferred Exclusif, but I decided to buy Delina because I felt like it was the OG. I wanted the fragrance that started it all, but I finally added Exclusif to my collection. So how does this with Delina Exclusif? Now this one is a bit close because I feel like this is creamy, it is vanilla, rose goodness. This is so good. But Impadia, I think that you can't go wrong with either or. If you love this, you would love this, and I think that they're equally gorgeous. However, if I were to pick, I'll probably pick Exclusif, but I might pick Impadia because I already have the OG Delina. You get what I mean? But I think that this right here is iconic as well, and it's hard. It's hard out here for Impadia. The last fragrance I'm gonna compare it to is for the girlies that love Guidance or that ain't got it. You know, I have to pull for you. This is by Barrett's Fragrance, and this is called ATTAR's Wisdom. This is a dupe for Guidance. So all the stuff I'm talking about, if it's above your price, you know, if it's above your price range, above your budget, you know I always look out. This is $47.99, and you can smell incredible and get the Guidance DNA. Now, it's not 100%, but this is good. It is close. This is my second bottle, and this fragrance is the reason why my OG Guidance is not empty and is at 50%. It would have been gone. And this is my second bottle of ATTAR's Wisdom, and it is the dupe for Guidance. So if you're in the market for that, I think you should check out ATTAR's Wisdom by Barrett Fragrance. They have amazing dupe fragrances. Like, I need a couple from them that I need to get my hands on this season. Pool Time by Louis Vuitton, they killed it. Now, how does it compare with this? Now, we're not going to do that. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're just going to give it to Impadia. So Impadia didn't do too well with its competitors, with its counterpart. I feel like these other fragrances to me are just slightly more superior, but however, I love Impadia. So justice for Impadia. I think that Impadia is a good juicy fragrance. Look at my dent. I've been hitting Impadia. It's just that when I put her next to the Guidance 46, Delina Exclusif, Prodigy, like, she just could not stand strong. She didn't match up to the competition. She slipped and slid a little bit. But all in all, I'm still telling you that Impadia is good. So if you did not like any of these fragrances when you smelled them, I think that there's still a huge chance that you would love Impadia. She is universally beautiful. You know, she's universally beautiful. I think she's very crowd pleasing. A lot of people will like it. She, to me, is feminine. I don't think it's masculine, but fragrance is subjective. You can wear anything. When I mean anything, because look at me. I am rocking Purpose 50. And this is the men's Guidance. I think this is Guidance for men. And I'm rocking it, and I love it. And it's incredible. So right now, it's hard for me to wear Purpose 50 a lot. It's like my husband's new signature scent. I'm like taking a chill pill. But yes, yeah, that was the battle between Impadia and all the other fragrances, and unfortunately, Impadia didn't win none of the fights. However, Impadia is still a gorgeous fragrance that I love, and I'm using it. Watch me blow through Impadia and come back and realize that Impadia has gone down and these other fragrances are still full. Now we have to revisit if really Impadia didn't win the battle. But so far right now, Impadia just didn't win the battle. I think it's a gorgeous fragrance. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm happy I have it in my collection. I just feel like it's a bit redundant. Do you need it? No. Is it a want? Yes. If you have Guidance 46, you have Delina Exclusif, Prodigy, Purpose 50, you do not need this. Even if I take Purpose 50 out, if you have Guidance 46, and Delina Exclusif, you really do not need this fragrance. If you own Prodigy by Mind Games and Delina Exclusif, you don't need this fragrance. So to me, this is a want. It is good, it is beautiful, it is juicy, I love it, but I did not need it. I did not need to buy it. Okay, I'm happy I have it in my collection. I'm gonna put more on me. So let me know if you've gotten your hands on Impadia, what you think about Impadia. Do you own Guidance? Are you a Guidance like I am? Do you own Guidance and Guidance 46? How do these compare? These two together, this is a superior one. Guidance 46 is so much better. So how does this compare with this? I think this is the more superior fragrance. Personally, coming from a woman's perspective, I will rank them. I will put this maybe number 1 because I feel like as a lady, I will reach for this one first. So this to me is number 1. This is number 2. Purpose 50, number 2 for me. And I feel like it can switch, but I love this ranking so far. Number 3, now this is where it gets sticky. Number 3, I would give it to maybe the OG Delina. Number 3 to the OG Delina. Number 4, I'll give it to the OG Guidance. Number 4. Number 5, right now, I would say Prodigy by Mind Games because it's very decadent, it's deep, it's dark, and it is amazing. So that'll be number 5. Number 6 is Delina Exclusif. And number 7 is Impadia from the house of BDK. And then ATTAR's Wisdom is going to be number 8. So the ranking for the fragrance, the battle, the winner for me is Guidance 46, Purpose 50, Delina OG, Guidance OG, Prodigy by Mind Games, Delina Exclusif. I do like Exclusif though, but I don't know. Between Exclusif and Prodigy, they may switch like this depending on my mood and the season. So Delina Exclusif might come before. You know what? Let's go ahead. We may go ahead and switch her. Oh, I don't know. So Guidance 46 number 1, Purpose 50 number 2, Delina OG number 3, Guidance OG number 4, Delina Exclusif number 5, Prodigy by Mind Games number 6. Because I switched it, and Impadia will be the last one on the list. So that is the battle, and that is the ranking that I have put together. Okay, let me know if you have tried any of these fragrances I talked about. Have you tried Impadia? Is it on your radar? Do you want to get it? Do you love it? And where does it rank in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Like I always say, in all things, what are we going to do? We're going to add glitter. Whenever you're in doubt, add glitter. And when all else fails, your back is against the ropes, your back is against the wall. Listen, I ain't got no money. ATTAR's Wisdom by Barre Fragrance. I'm just going to put a little bit because, child, and get a little bit of Guidance going. But use Guidance 46 because this is so good. And honestly, now I'm thinking of switching to Prodigy by Mind Games through Delina Exclusif. But use any of these fragrances that I talked about. I think they're all beautiful, and add more glitter. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video.